Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This is another one sent in by Git Crumper. You might recognise him as Sladex, who we featured recently with a Greenskin versus Lizardmen army that was all squigs. This time he's mixed it up a bit. No, it's squigs and trolls, but as you notice by this shroud going on, Trixie Traps has been used by Skarsnik. Yeah, Skarsnik this time instead of Grimgore. All this stuff is now invisible. Yeah, so 3 units of trolls, 3 units of squig herds, and a Ragnarok Queen, Skarsnik, and an Orc Shaman, with nothing but Foot of Gork, by the way. Also, there's a Night Goblin Chain with Trixie Traps. Not Trixie Traps, that's Trixie Traps, that makes people invisible. Itchy Nuisance! Yes, Itchy Nuisance. So, that's going to lower weapon damage and melee attack, keeping these guys in the fight for longer, which is really handy. You know, if any of these guys take damage too quickly, they're going to run away. It's that simple. There's also some goblins on the outskirts to watch out for any skirmishers. They've got silver shields and cost nothing, so they're perfect for dealing with skirmishers. Over here, bit of a vanguard going on. Warlords boys and 8-peak loonies. So, armor sundering on these guys, which is really handy, and these guys are unbreakable, so both very handy units. Also, rusty arrows with their armor sundering. It's going to be a big help. Morgoth's Mangy Marauders coming in with their armor piercing missiles, and Durkit squigs in the back for armor piercing and anti-infantry. So, all very useful stuff. So, this Lizardman army is being led by Energized. I've actually seen a lot of his battles. He's no pushover. So, yeah, let's speed things up, actually. Let's just speed things up straight away. Yeah, let's be weird. So, ton of Saurus Warriors. Saurus Warriors do great against goblins. They just have such good weapon strength. And against low-armoured units, they will just smash them to pieces. Carnosaur coming in here to help terrify these guys. Master Mundi is in the back with Apotheosis, Arcane Unforging being his big 2 abilities. Arcane Unforging is amazing in this matchup because it's plus 30 seconds ability recharge time, which means that you can deny Greenskins the Waaagh, because you can add an extra 30 seconds onto that counter, which is massive. So here's Star Chamber Guardians. They are just going to smash these trolls with the Terror here. As well, these trolls are going to break super quickly. And here, Cold One Spear Riders are charging in. The Cold One Spear Riders, they're anti-large and armor piercing, can do some really good work against all of this stuff. And yeah, on the charge, they can do some good work. And with all these guys being glass cannons, they can do some great work. Over here, you can see the Carnosaur got into the Rusty Arrows, and then the Rusty Arrows got hit by a Ruination City, just to make sure to shut them down quickly. So now, 8-peak loot is surrounded by everything. But look at this, Durkit Squigs getting a rear charge. That is not going to be good. Over here, Arcane Unforging has been used on Skarsnik. So very, very nice there. It's going to do damage that he can't heal up from. And it's going to hurt like hell. And, yeah, no ability for him. No abilities, including Waaagh. Here, though, ooh, Foot of Gork. Ooh, so that's half a unit of Star Chamber Guardians, half a unit of Cold One Spear Riders, and half a unit of Saurus Warriors. Gone in the blink of an eye, and suddenly, Master Mundi is a little bit more secluded. Sure, the Star Chamber Guard is still going. Oh, bit of a whiff on that banishment. That's a pity. That's a real pity. I assume that to be a misclick. It happens, guys. It can happen. Especially things are laggy. You click once, go to click on something else, and it clicks. Yeah, I hate when that happens. So anyway, here you can see Star Chamber Guardians are being healed up by the Bastillodon Revivification Crystal. Super useful. Will actually resurrect models, which is great. This is the only unit in the game that can do that outside of any vampires. So really useful to have, especially when you've got something as expensive as the Star Chamber Guardians that you really want to keep on nice high model counts so they can do the work. So here, Master Mundi and the Star Chamber Guardians are holding out against all this stuff. And here, you can see the Feral Carnosaurs being bogged down by the Spider Hatchlings from the Ragnarok Queen. So super useful there. Super useful to keep that thing pinned so it can't get onto trolls and scary units like that, or even these squigs. You know, that anti-large is going to be vital for killing basically all of the Greenskin army. Everything dangerous, at least. So here, the Ragnarok Queen anti-large bonus now, thanks to the latest patch, which I love. I'm a big fan of that. And it's on Master Mundi. Master Mundi is very sturdy, though. He is very sturdy. He's got a lot of health. It can take a long time to kill him. And the Star Chamber Guardians are going to be doing great against all these trolls and squigs, which is super, super useful. Absolutely love it. So here you can see Morgoth's Mangy Marauders are firing in, which again is going to hurt a lot. It's going to hurt a lot. They're getting some damage into that Feral Carnosaur. Over here, the Bastillodon is kind of on his own, and with trolls here, that's a bit of a nuisance. Here, the Feral Carnosaur probably could have jumped in and routed those trolls nice and quickly. The Bastillodon could have come in here to the aid of everything else. You know, if there's a Bastillodon in here fighting alongside the Star Chamber Guardians, the Star Chamber Guardians will take far fewer hits, and that'll keep them in the fight for longer. Because right now, they're just being bogged down. You know, they want to be in here killing all this stuff, but they can't. They're being bogged down by Spider Hatchlings and Wizards. Bloody Wizards. Anyway, Over here you can see Mazdamundi actually managing to sneak up to the Morcross Major Brawn, the skirmishers, doing a ton of work too, and now the Cold One Spear Riders are charging in. But with these guys starting to break, this is tough. I mean, what do? You've got to protect your Lord, right? More spider hatchlings being summoned. And here you can see the Cold One Spear Riders are going to push all these units off and allow Mazdamundi to escape. With Apotheosis and the Revivification Crystal, that is 2 ways that Mazdamundi can get his health back. You know, with his healing cap, nowhere to be seen, he can keep healing. Here, another Ruination Cities, helping whittle away all of these sort of trash units. But the Trolls are still in this fight, which is why now the Cold One Riders have managed to save Mazdamundi. They need to run over here. You know, get the skirmishers shooting at the trolls and get a charge from the Cold One Spear Riders. Those trolls are gone and you've saved the Bastillodon. It's that simple. You can get rid of those trolls. Oh, no, they're broken anyway. They got terrified by the Bastillodon. Wow, awesome. Alright, never mind. Cold One Spear Riders, you do you, I guess. So Itchy Nuisance has been used, lowering melee attack, which means less likely to hurt the Ragnarok Queen. Bit of a shame, bit of a pity. But Shield of the Old One's going to keep these guys nice and healed up, but unfortunately it didn't hit Star Chamber Guardians. Only Itchy Nuisance did, although that seems temperamental at best. So here, he is fighting off these trolls rather nicely, these Star Chamber Guardians. But look at this, Feral Carnosaur. Just the anti-large and armor piercing from Skarsnik, coupled with the trolls, armor piercing and mass, just bogging down that Feral Carnosaur and chasing him away. It's really brutal. Poor Carnosaur. Poor Carnosaur. Over here, though, you can see the Ragnarok Queen has been taking a staggering amount of damage. These Cold One Spear Riders are doing brilliant work, but with the trolls getting a charge into the back of them, they're not going to like that. They're not going to like that, and you can't peel them off to counter-charge because they're rampaged. So over here, you can see the Rusty Arrows are finishing off the odd unit, but the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal is still available. Here you can see the Orc Shaman has been chased away, but he's got no magic left. That Footer Cork was too expensive. There's nothing to use it on anymore, so he's outlived his use. Over here, though, Night Goblin Shaman also in trouble, but given that there's only... is that 20? How many are there? 22. There's 22 Star Chamber Guardians left. It's not a lot. Not a lot, and they're being bogged down. They need to be in here fighting all these large things, but they can't pull out of this fight. They're likely to break if they're getting charged in the back. And, yeah, this is dangerous. You know, as soon as they peel off, these trolls could peel off, get the charge on them, and it'll hurt. Carnosaur coming in here to try and relieve these units. And, yep, trolls are coming into charge. Nope, nope, they're changing the line. They're going back in. Mazdamundi, terrible, terrible time for him. Revivification Crystal, keeping him healed up. And Cold-Blooded is the only thing stopping him from breaking right now. He is getting horribly bullied. But there's still quite a few units left. But there's the Waaagh. Arcane Unforging hasn't been used in a while, so Skarsnik's been able to proc that again. So, these guys are able to start coming in, though. Star Chamber Guardians, great against the Trolls. Skink Skirmishers run out of ammo, sadly, and the Carnosaur. But it's all too late. It is all too late. Bounce to power. Far too far in their favour. Rough. Absolutely rough. But, God, like, Slade X, he's just proving that you can define the meta here. Lizardmen have always had the advantage against Greenskins, thanks to their just horrible amount of terror causing units and huge armour. But if you just throw a load of armor piercing at them, you do great. And what's lovely is, just like in the last game we saw, the Squigs, they have armor piercing and anti-infantry. But you don't need the anti-infantry bonus to hit the larger targets, because they tend to have just crap melee defense. It's only the armor piercing you need there. So they got the anti-infantry to help bowl over a load of, you know, Saurus warriors and the like. But they're also going to do great against the big monsters. They're going to do very well. They're going to get a lot of damage into those, just because of the armor piercing, and the fact they don't need a huge amount of melee attack to get over that, you know, quite small melee defense of a lot of the larger units. Trolls, they're just going to break and come back with more health again, and they can do a ton of work. Unless you've got stuff to chase them down with, it's very rough. So unless this is a very cavalry-heavy army, which, again, I think would have helped a lot if it was very cavalry-heavy. But, I mean, this is a good build. This is a good, solid army, you know? Mazdamundi, great for clearing out chaff. The Saurus warriors can kill goblins all day. Just all day. And with Banishment and Ruination of Cities, Black Orcs can get knackered pretty quickly. Feral Carnosaur, great for helping kill anything big that might emerge, like in a Ragnarok. And, yeah, Bastille Revivification Crystal, able to heal up all these very expensive units. There's a lot of good stuff here. But Git Crumper just proving once again that Gobbos is the best. So, you know, what can you do? This was just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful fight. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.